Welcome to Passion to Profits, where we teach you how to make, manage and multiply money. It is our vision, particularly on this platform, to see you succeed. We want to see 1 million people become financially successful. Today, I'd like to share with you a very major reason why some people succeed and some people don't when it comes to finance. We are still on the series, the 10 M's of money. So I called today, the money mindset, the difference between the rich and the poor. You know, our world has become a world where there is resentment when people succeed. Let me just first of all clarify to you, you cannot increase and succeed in anything you resent. If I resent the best actor and I want to be an actor, I am not going to do well. If I resent the best news presenter and I want to be a newscaster, I am not going to succeed. I have to learn to respect what I expect in my life. Let me say that again. I have to learn to respect what I expect in my life. So what is the difference between the rich and the poor when it comes to their mindset? Because that's where it starts. Many people do not realize that it's not the cash in your hand that determines how wealthy you have become. As a matter of fact, if your mindset is wrong, if they gave you $1 million, you can waste it. Research have shown that most people who won the lottery have lost it again, because they did not have the mindset of the wealthy by the time large money came into their hand. What's the difference? Rich people make more money, they make money work for them, but poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them, the rich never keep money, they put it out to go and work. They put shoes on the money and make it to go and work for them, but the poor work for the money. Poor people spend time building someone else's dream, while the people build their own dreams. If you look at the poor person, he will be boasting, "I've worked in this company 20 years, 25 years, is this how you pay me?" I cannot forget to see a scene in the film Wall Street, as Mr. Gecko tells one of his stockbroker staff that it's time for the man to go because a younger guy who was ready to do the work and probably do it faster had come on board. He said, "Sir, you have to pack, you have to leave." And the man said, "I've worked here, I've lived here, I've been with you for so many years and I have a mortgage. So sorry, so now listen, if you don't have your own dream, anyone can say bye-bye to you." Rich people maximize their hours while the poor spend time building somebody else's dreams. The rich invest all the time, the poor, if they have money, they stash it away, they hide it in corners, they put it in places where they can reach it. They feel, hey, I don't want anyone to steal my money. If they ever take it to the bank and they want to keep it in any place, it will have to be their current account or their savings account, so that they can have easy access, and they do not realize that they are making money available for someone to use. The rich buy stocks and shares, they are owners of stocks and shares of the companies everybody engages with. They take risks, but the poor hate risk. They'll be the ones to go buy the things, but they do not own the company that produces it. How many wealthy people have put their money in companies where the poor buy things? A good number of poor people will take their money, buy designer clothes, shoes to show off to their friends, but they own nothing in that company. The rich people continuously learn, they study every day, they are absorbing information that makes them current, but the poor never study, they don't read anything. Reading to understand money is so necessary, it's so important, because if you money is something you work for every day, you wake up in the morning, not just you, but all our streets are jammed with cars on the way to work every working day in all the major cities of the world. But then, the thing is, while we work for money for 8 to 10 hours, we haven't taken the time to study to learn about it. That's why we have Passion to Profits, and whatever it takes, whatever it costs you, so that you break out of the cycle of limitation to the highest height, you need to be on Passion to Profits. That is why we ask you to subscribe, listen to us, read our books, and invite others to join us on the journey to wealth. The rich people know the road to wealth is not easy, but they do something, while poor people surround themselves with failures and they look for people who have fun. And to them that's okay, this lifestyle is alright. They just assume that it's okay, and they do not want anything that tells them that things can change. Listen, wealthy people, the rich people take time to make decisions. Poor people are impulsive. They buy on impulse. People who do sales know how the poor think. So they take a dress and say this dress is now 40% discounted, and they know that when you come to pick that dress they can make you buy other ones, and actually you may just find that because they sell 40 discount therefore, other stuffs will be cheaper, so you end up buying more. They always know it will work on the poor. The rich are future-oriented, they plan ahead, they sacrifice. The poor only think of today. They only think of how they will solve current problems. They want to be instantly rich, but they do not want to pay the price that gets a person there. Mindset is so powerful because once your mind is set, your future is set. That's why you gotta work on your mindset. You've got to unfreeze it. Change it, unfreeze the way you think. The rich have clear goals. They take calculated risks, they have outlined their lives, they know which way to follow, but poor people don't have motivation to follow through. They can start to think, but they don't complete it. They start projects they do not finish. They start writing a book, they never finished it. They have ideas but they never pursued it, they just discourage themselves and say this nation is unequal, the city is unequal, nobody's there to help me. I don't think anyone would listen to me. Rich people don't settle, they tackle problems. Poor people are comfortable in jobs. You know, it is so easy to receive the wages. One of the resource we uploaded on this platform is the analogy of the monkey with the banana. Give a monkey a banana or show a monkey a banana and a 50-pound note, which one will the monkey go for? The banana, of course. Because it instantly meets its hunger, its gratification, whereas if the monkey could forsake the banana and take the 50-pound note, you can buy banana trees, not just a banana bunch. When you buy a banana tree and you plant, in 6 months you can harvest a whole bunch. When you harvest a bunch from a banana tree, the tree dies but it replaces itself with 2, 3 brand new banana trees shooting underneath it. So there is a continuity. One day the monkey would have had a banana farm, but it had eaten up its future instead of buying the future. Rich people are pioneers and innovators. Poor people are consumers. They spend time to acquire status, symbol. Poor people love to show state of symbol. They like you to know what desire they have. They usually have the biggest TV. If you go to the house of poor people, they are the first to get all the various TV platforms, the cable stations, the satellite dishes. The wealthy take time before they think of connecting a satellite dish because they might not even have the time to watch it. The rich expect nothing. They work hard. They don't look to the government to provide for them. The rich understand the importance of reputation. The poor don't know that integrity can be everything. The wealthy, the rich know that a good name is worth more than silver and gold. The rich people have a tracking system for their money. They know where their money is, what it is doing, how it is multiplying. The poor don't have such tracking. In fact, before the money came at the end of the month, some of it had already been spent. They have no system for multiplying it. So listen, you've got to understand that if you want to be like the rich person, you've got to put your money in categories: income, expenses, other expenses. How much is coming in? How much is going out? How much am I saving? How much am I investing? Step by step, inch by inch, anything is a hinge. But many think it's sort of money coming into my hand and then I'll be rich. You see, if it is sudden, you will not be able to manage it because money is like a water current. If you don't know how to manage a water current, one day the riverbed can dry up. So you see, money is currency. It can flow away one day if you do not create a system where there is a reservoir and a continuous production. Rich people are disciplined in savings. It is not how much you make, but how much you save, how much you invest, how much you put away. On this platform we've already shared with you that if money were to come to you, let us assume that 50% was what you needed for your upkeep, and then you probably needed another 30 for some fun in your life. That's 80. You should have 10% you give to God and 10% you put away in savings. And if you can cut down your fund to only 20%, then you can have 20% in saving. As you follow us in the course of our teaching on this platform, We'll show you how savings does not just mean saving account but saving that accrues with interest, savings that has to do with investment, savings that has to do with taking steps to multiply your money. Rich people are disciplined. Never forget that rich people invest into money generating assets, the poor just want the cash. When you see the rich person, he can go buy land where there is nobody waiting 5-10 years, because he knows that real estate is one of the places where there's a large income. When you get profit but it could take 7 years, you could take 10, but they are prepared to wait, they are ready to wait for how long it takes. But the poor want it now. They want to show the car, they want to show the things they could buy with the money. While the people learn how to put their money in places and wait for it to be earning for them. Rich people live below their earnings, they are usually frugal. Poor, middle class acquire expensive things. Oftentimes you will be amazed that the first person to buy a car will be the person we know to be poor or middle class. We will be breaking down all the levels. In fact, we would like to teach you at some point the 4 levels: the poor, the middle class, the rich and the wealthy. They all have their mannerisms and characteristics. There are middle class people who have an appearance of having arrived, but they cannot survive 3 months if they lose their job. They are the kinds who have a nice car, they had a college education, they have a good job, but they do not have great investments mindset. Before we finish today, let me just share 1 or 2 more with you. Rich people don't spend their principal money. They spend from the produced cash flow. Poor people spend their immediate income. Imagine Joe and James. James is a poor man, Joe is a wealthy man. When money comes to Joe, before he pays all his debtors, all the people is indebted to, he first lets the money go into his account. It has started to produce. He probably waits 2 weeks before he begins to pay people he owes, but his colleague Mr. James, immediately the money comes and it pays others first. In wealth creation, you pay others last. So listen, when you lower your expenses, you increase your income. That's the way rich people live. Mindset is so powerful. If your mindset is wrong and your mind is set wrongly, your income is also set wrongly. If they put millions in your hand, it will be wasted. And if you think I am not right, let me mention a few names to you, and I'm sure you will remember that they used to be very wealthy, but because they did not develop the mindset for multiplying their money, they didn't have anything anymore. What shall we say of Mike Tyson? Total income as a boxer was $360 million, and yet less than 10 years after his retirement he declared bankruptcy. Leon Spinks, who fought Muhammad Ali, a couple of years after his boxing career, he had to go work as a bartender. In one of our books, which is called The Irrevocable Laws of Wealth Creation, you can get it on this platform. You will discover about the case of about 10 different people who made money through lottery, but they lost everything. So my dear friend, remember this: change your mindset and your money will change. We are here to ensure you make, manage and multiply money. If this has helped you, share your thoughts with us and share this with your friends and families. Join our platforms on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram to discover more powerful, life-changing resources. Be good. And God bless you.